Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, June 28th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I allow myself my own emotional flow. And today we have some interesting astro energies going on, and they came with a song, and it's so perfect. So our main event today, I would say, is Mercury squaring Chiron. And sometimes I think the lyrics of the song describe it better than I can. So the lyrics that came through were, "Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy." And that's like so on point. Take it easy. So we have Mercury in Cancer, which is helping us understand emotionally some of these energies that are going on. It can also drive the stories, and it's squaring Chiron in Aries. Now it's interesting because we all have stories that we tell about ourselves, that others tell about ourselves, and we may even carry the stories that others tell us about ourselves more so than the stories we tell about ourselves. Hopefully you followed that. And all of that can be the sound of your own wheels making you crazy. So today's a really good day to look at the stories that you tell about yourself. And is it Byron Katie or Brene Brown? I always forget who says it, but is it true? Is this true? And we have the mental card, the exhaustion card, and it comes with a side dose of inner child. And so you may be carrying some inner child stories that you have heard, that you have experienced. The one that pops into my mind for me is like, oh, you're being boisterous again. Yeah, I'm a double fire sign. I came to be boisterous. But it was bad, right? It was bad to be boisterous. So, look at where those stories and how have those stories helped or shaped, maybe not helped, but shaped your evolution. Thank you, Lucci. She can also be boisterous at times. Thank you. So let's look at those energies today. Now, this is a square, so we may have some challenging energies as we look at this. We may have some emotional eruptions going on as we look at this. So watch for that. That's one of those things. You know, Cancer is known for its emotions, and it's very emotional. Aries, any fire sign, is also very emotional energy. The thing with Aries is that, and this is the Aries energy, this is not Aries as a person, this is no specific person, but Aries as an energy is reacting to the emotion before it's even aware that there's an emotion, and then it's just moving on to the next one, to the next experience and the next one. But with this combination, there may be some emotional reactions coming up to be aware of. And again, this might be because the sound of your own wheels have actually been driving you crazy for a really long time. That song just keeps giving. The other main event, I think, of the day, well, there's a few other things I should mention. I guess I should mention that the moon is actually moving into Aries. And so the moon will be moving into Aries at like 2 a.m. Pacific time after the moon and Neptune meet up, which again could drive some more of those bonkers, weird dreams. Joe said that he felt like he was like waking up in his childhood home. He expected to see his mom and dad there. So lots of deep stuff being processed, but Moon in Aries also will support this supersonic emotional reactions that are happening before you even realize that they're happening. So watch that energy. But yeah, then we have that Mercury Chiron energy, but it's building to something beautiful. At the later part of the day, the end of the day, we're going to have Venus and Mars connecting. Venus and Mars connecting at 14 degrees. And this is some nice, muddy energy. We have Venus in Cancer. Oh, this is the take it easy part of the song. Take it easy. Venus in Cancer, Mars in Taurus. And this energy is meant to be slow and steady and comforting. And it may be after you faced some of these stories and some of your wheels that you need that comfort. So like, it's a really good evening for some comfort time. We're also going to have the sun and the moon squaring. So you may be pulled in multiple directions. You know, the sun in Cancer is like, yeah, bed sounds good. Calm sounds good. And Mars in Aries is like, I want to feel my next emotional insurgence. So interesting energies going on here. To process, to move through. And it's preparing us for this weekend where we will have Saturn going retrograde on Saturday. So on Saturn Day, Saturn is going retrograde. Saturn will be going retrograde in the sign of Pisces at 19 degrees Pisces, back to 12 degrees Pisces. So if you specifically have anything from 12 degrees to 19 degrees Pisces, then Saturn is going to be running over this. If you have anything in your chart from 12 to 19, Saturn will be aspecting it in one way or another. So be aware of that. Any retrograde is a review, and a Saturn retrograde is like reviews for the big test. And the test is kind of bigger in some ways when it comes to Pisces because, again, it stems dimensions, lifetimes, time itself. It's beyond all of that. And so be aware of, what lessons are coming up. Where is Pisces in your chart? And what lessons are coming up in that space, in that house? And Saturn's like, okay, here's the time to review. Here's the time to get it. Because we've had one pass. This is going to be the second pass, and then we have a third pass, which isn't going to begin until Saturn goes direct later in November. So any retrograde is a great time at looking within. And Saturn retrograde in Pisces reminds us that the answers are also within. You can be like, oh, I need to book a reading. And please do, right? Please do book a reading. But if you tune within, the answers are there. Sometimes it's nice to have other eyes that can help you focus, that can help you look at things in other ways. But truly, we all carry those answers within. So that's important to remember with this Saturn retrograde. And I will do a write-up about it, and who knows, maybe I'll show up on camera. You never know. If inspired, if my wheels drive me crazy enough, I might show up. I will at least do a write-up. So besides, these mental cards, the exhaustion, which is like, you gotta put some of this down, and that mind card. Like I said, we've got some inner child stuff. There's some places where you're locked away, and this may come up. The universe is like, be here now, dance your way through it. You should be dancing. Movement helps. When we have energies in Aries, movement helps. Pisces rules the feet, actually. And Pisces is definitely a dancer energy. And so dancing through some of your Saturn lessons may also help. Just FYI. Just try to be present for yourself for whatever you're experiencing. And maybe you're just going to be in cosmic bliss. And that's okay too. So, leaving that there for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.